Do you know how badly the body is affected when you sleep for 5 hours or even less every day? Nowadays, this has become very common. Very few people get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Today, I will share some symptoms of not getting enough sleep. Because when sleep is not complete, the body cannot function properly. Ideally, 7 to 8 hours of sleep is very important. A study was published in the BMC Public Health Journal. I came across it. According to it, 35 years ago, the average human sleeping window was 7.5 hours, which has now decreased worldwide. People now sleep less. If you compare it even with 20 years ago, you'll see that an average person used to sleep for 6 hours. So it went from 7-8 hours down to 6 hours, and now it's 5 or even less. This is happening all over the world. Sleep is reducing more and more. Now, what are the bad effects of this on health? Because what happens is that during rest, the body recovers. Physical recovery, mental recovery. The energy that the body uses during daily tasks. There is wear and tear in muscles and tissues. Then there is the emotional and mental stress of professional life. We make many decisions every day. We engage in social interactions. We meet people. So the brain needs time to recover. And during sleep, hormones like IGF-1, growth hormone, melatonin, and cortisol are released. These hormones help in this recovery. And if you are doing regular exercise, muscle recovery and growth happen during sleep. Fat burns. Many detoxification chemical reactions take place in the body. The body is detoxing itself. So if you don't get complete sleep, this process doesn't happen. The brain feels very sluggish. There's fatigue. Daytime sleepiness. You feel sleepy all day. Mood changes, mood swings, and because of this, decision-making gets worse. Along with this, other mental issues arise. Weak memory, loss of focus, attention deficit, inability to concentrate. You can't stay happy. You feel depressed. Irritation, agitation. These are all cognitive issues. They are linked to brain health. This is the reason why people suffering from these problems are then given psychotic drugs so that they can sleep well. Can't sleep? Then quickly hit that red subscribe button and like the video. Sleep will start kicking in soon. The second thing I will mention, if you are a student, studying, or if you're someone involved in creative work, a writer, creating content, then in this, cognitive function, memory, focus, concentration, active concentration are all very important. And in fatigue, none of this is possible. You don't remember things. The door to creativity gets completely shut. Psychotic drugs only suppress these symptoms. They don't fix the actual root cause. A study was conducted. It included 3,000 students who were sleeping less than 6 hours daily. It was observed that their memory was badly affected. What they studied, they couldn't remember. Self-esteem, self-confidence were low. Bad company, smoking, alcohol consumption, the desire for these bad habits was higher in them. The most dangerous finding was that the desire and tendency for suicide was also found to be higher among them. Due to lack of sleep, the sympathetic nervous system becomes hyperactive. This is called sympathetic overactivity. In this, drowsiness and sleepiness override the nervous system, which leads to the production of more adrenal hormones. More adrenal hormones are released, including the stress hormone cortisol. And this hormone keeps a person awake. And when stress increases, the body's ability to recover decreases. That's why if you haven't had proper sleep, you shouldn't do heavy workouts at the gym. Just go for a walk, because heavy workouts put extra stress on the heart. And consider this too. If this overactivity goes into a chronic stage, meaning the body stays in this state for weeks or even months, then the risk of heart disease increases. Instead of being beneficial, exercise can become harmful. The risk of developing diabetes also increases. because cortisol and adrenaline release sugar into the body. Cortisol, being a stress hormone, makes the body feel that there is an external threat, and to deal with that threat, energy is needed, and the primary source of energy for the body is sugar. The stored sugar in the muscles gets released. The level of sugar in the blood increases. This is why these hormones are also called glucocorticoids, meaning these are the hormones that regulate glucose in the body. So ultimately, all these things lead to weight gain or eventually fatty liver. Due to high cortisol, the immune system shuts down. The number of white blood cells, which are part of the body's defense system, decreases. That's why in all autoimmune problems, abnormal adrenal function is found. An overactive immune system is found. Then, if you are trying to lose weight, it won't happen under stress. You can fix anyone's diet. But if sleep is not proper, and even if you are doing exercise, it will not be beneficial. Now, those people who cannot get complete sleep at night, for them it is best to take a nap during the day. Even if you don't feel sleepy, just lie down. After some time, you will fall asleep. There are some other tips for this too. For example, the room temperature should be around 20 degrees Celsius for good sleep. The room you are sleeping in should not be too hot. Also, the room you sleep in should not have electronic gadgets. TVs, laptops, mobile phones, they emit EMF waves, electromagnetic waves. These affect the heart and brain. If you eat a heavy meal in the last part of the day, you won't be able to sleep properly. There will be bloating. The stomach will be full, which will disturb sleep. So avoid overeating. Eat your dinner 2 to 3 hours before going to sleep. So make sure to consider these points. At night, turn off unnecessary lights in your home when you go to sleep. This darkness helps increase melatonin. This is the hormone that improves the quality of sleep. On the contrary, light, especially blue light, which comes from TV and computer screens, reduces melatonin hormone. So the best thing is to turn off most lights in your home. Enjoying the video? Then a like is well deserved. And if your finger accidentally slips onto the subscribe button, I won't mind at all. That's all for today's video. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.